Las Vegas.
There it is.
Okay, got it. You
How
had
did-
too many windows open.
Testing 1, 2.
Got it.
So what do I
There
do?
was too many windows open. Just go in the meeting now.
So
You have-
from that
now on, you have to close all the time. All right?
What do you mean close?
Those little windows that were open, there were too many things open. I don't know what happened. Did you hear it now? You're good?
Wait. What- He's not talking yet.
I'd like to welcome everybody.
Yeah,
Okay,
welcome.
you're good.
Welcome everybody to the greatest Rotary Club we know. Thank you. It's on. We have great weather, springtime. We've got new life club. I love to see so many people here. Thank you very much. We'd like to start our program with a patriotic song, Steve Casey. I'm really curious to see how this comes out. And past president, and our invocation will be past President Richard Jost. Haven't seen Richard here. Richard, are you here? Awesome, thank you. So we'll turn it over to them.
Interested to see how it turns out also. I don't have any music, so we're going to sing God Bless America. And I'm going to start you off. We really dug deep to get a singer today, and you'll finish it up, okay? So here we go. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night, light from above, from the mountain to the prairie, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home. God bless America, my home. Sweet home. Thank you. You guys did a great job.
Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing together at this time in this place so many leaders of our local business community to enjoy Rotary Fellowship, but also to be reminded of the many opportunities for service that we can be to our local community and our nation and our world. And I think that's probably best said. If you already read this month's Rotary magazine, I apologize for repeating something you've already read, but as our international president points out to us, this is a very exciting time in Rotary, a time when the world needs us most. As we serve to change lives, remember that we are also changing ourselves. We are becoming the world's greatest change makers and peace builders. The world is ready for us. It's time to rise to that call. Amen.
Like to thank everybody that helped make today happen. Richard and Steve, thank you for our invocation and our song. Our setup today was performed by Kathy and Bob. We had Allison and Antoinette as our greeters. Thank you. Raffle ticket sales. Marie Walsh is awesome, has resumed her steadfastness in doing that. We appreciate all you do there. Our Sergeant of Arms will be Antoinette. Antoinette, where are you? Just so that I know where you're at. Okay, great. Teardown will be Larry Cohn and Rosalie Gonzalez. Thank you for that. That's often unappreciated. Our scribe, Susan Ziobro, are you ready? Got it? And you got my email right with the names and that type of thing? And our photographer, as always, is Jim Tucker. Our AV team is Kirk Alexander and Stu Lipoff. Let's all give a hand of appreciation for all those that helped make today possible. Okay, do we have any Rotarians visiting from other parts of the city, the state, the country, the world? We do not. Okay, those of you that have guests. Okay, we're going to start with John Pally and work our way to this side of the room.
All right, I have a good friend of mine here with us for the third time. He is with Deloitte. It is Steve Latta.
Great, thank you, Steve. Okay, any other guests on this side of the room? Okay,
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today as my guest, I have Dave Garnett. He did the floors at my house and office, and let me tell you that I was floored with the quality. He's also a friend of Russ Swain's, but don't hold that against him.
great. Hey, also Kirk, I wanted to say thank you. It was his birthday last week, and he had this birthday fundraiser on Facebook, and you raised how much money? $540. So in lieu of gifts, he's accepting cash for the foundation. Okay, great. We have Katie. Who do you have?
I'm really happy to have my daughter, Alex Norton, and my granddaughter, Kate, with me today.
Awesome. Wonderful. Past President Steve.
And I'm happy to have my wife Linda and my son Scott, who came down from Salt Lake to spend a week with us. And since we're in the history mood here, I thought I'd add a little history for everybody.
I appreciate it.
Back in 1974, when I became a member of this club, shortly thereafter, Linda and I got engaged. And I don't remember who the president was at that time, but we can look it up. And I was fined $500 in 1974 for getting engaged. And I darn near had a heart attack about that, because $500 was kind of hard to come by in 1974. But we were getting up on 47, 48 years now, so we're doing pretty good.
Great. I think, Steve, that's worth another $500 fine. Got it. Any more guests on this side of the room? Okay, Antoinette, we've got several on this side of the room.
Good afternoon, Rotarians. I have a guest. His name is Brian Riley. He is from the Kona Club in Hawaii, and he is going to introduce himself. He's new to Las Vegas.
Thanks for having me today. I have recently been I guess, relocated myself to Vegas because it became a little bit of a pain to get back and forth to Hawaii over the last couple of years. So I am just checking out the club to see if I can find a new home club.
Great. Would love to have you. Thank you, Nikki. We've got some guests over here. Hey, Rick, who do you have?
Hi, good afternoon. I have Andrew here from US Bank. He's a private wealth advisor. It's his first time, so I'll have him say a few words. Welcome.
Thank you. Andrew Thurlow, US Bank Private Wealth Management. Longtime Las Vegan, 1997. New US Bank person since December. Really great to be here and meet all these great people. Thanks.
Welcome. Great. Yeah.
Well, good afternoon, Rotarians, and thanks for having us here today. I have our guest speaker, Fiona Chung, and also Carrie Hung, both from Hong Kong,
Great.
and she will speak to us shortly.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any other guests of Rotarians? Let's give a real round of applause to our guests. We invite you all to bring guests. As you know, we're trying to continue to grow the club. Our new blood, as you can see, really adds a lot of vibrancy to the club. And so please keep inviting. The club will pay for it if you'd like that to happen. for your guests to come. And we're excited to have them. And all of you that are guests, please check it out. We do a lot of great service in the club, and it's a wonderful fellowship. So we thank you for that. We also have Mr. Krob. Glad you're back. Love to see the hair and great. Our past president just made it through some surgery last week, and we're glad to see that he's back and doing well. We have Gwen. Is Gwen here? Gwen is not here. Why don't we bring the microphone over to Kathy? She's going to talk to us a little bit about a couple different things coming up and what just happened. What just happened last Friday?
Last Friday, we had a book giveaway and we gave away several hundred books at Deering School. And Mike was there and he went to Deering. So he told them he had started there and became a successful businessman. And they could certainly do something like that too, which was fun. And the kids fought over books about dinosaurs. But other than that, it was fun. And it was generally really a ball. And this next Tuesday, we're going to Bracken, and then we're going to all our other 6 schools in turn to give them hundreds of books. And then after that, we're going to be giving the Public Education Foundation gift cards out to the teachers at each of the schools. And each teacher gets about $500 worth of books. I mean, not books, school supplies for their classroom. So that's fun. And next week is the Rotary Valedictorian Luncheon, which is really a ball. So be here early or you won't have a place to sit. Anyway, that's my report for right now.
Great. That is so awesome. All the work the Education Committee is doing. Tony, why don't you talk a little bit, give us a recap on the garden party and membership as well.
First, I have to thank Kirk Alexander, Nancy Anderson, Richard Jost. You were amazing. Set up in the morning. We got everything done that was asked of us. The garden party was at an amazing location, farm to table, rustic. Lots of people. Tom Thomas was there. Mike was there. We had an amazing time. There was a lot of money raised. This was all for Green Our Planet. Our afternoon and evening volunteers were absolutely spectacular. Janice and a number of others, too many to mention. There was Antoinette.
Their pictures are in the wheel.
Pictures in the wheel, did so many fun things. It was a great event. Green Our Planet was very appreciative. Now we're working on hopefully getting lined up for an annual opportunity with them because they raised well over their anticipated amount. They were expecting 149,000. They earned or gathered 235. So we have an opportunity to help them again. It was a great opportunity. Next week on Friday, April 22nd, we are going round 2 with them, and that is the giant farmers market. I've been running around like a crazy person, making sure people are coming and available. 48 schools, 500 kids selling their crops and bounty. If you're not volunteering, at least go out to the downtown Summerlin from 9:30 to 1. To buy crops, and there will also be another kind of event there, a festival as well. So thank you. And as far as membership, we have new member orientation May 17th. Arlene Surratt is going to be our hostess, and more news on that as we go on.
Awesome. Thank you, Tony. Okay, Barbara Castro. I don't see Bob. Okay, we're going to find him when he gets back. Don't let me forget. So Barbara has a couple of announcements, one of which we talked about the wheel. She's going to tell you some changes we've made to the wheel.
So this week, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we have a new wheel today. It's made with 100% recycled paper. Yay for that. You guys can, clap if you like to. I think it's pretty awesome. And if you go to this second page right here, it'll just give you some benefits of recycled paper. 1 ton of recycled paper saves 17 trees, 7,000 gallons of water, and 463 gallons of oil. Yeah, it's pretty significant. And if you scan this code right here, it'll give you some options on how to recycle, I think where to recycle. So it's pretty cool. I have tried it earlier today. It works on your phone. Right there. Right, there's that. Thank you, guys. And then, so the 25 Club Social is going to be at Carrie's house at 6 p.m. tonight. You guys are all invited. We're going to be playing bingo. We have a guest speaker, and it's going to be Mexican themed. So it's a potluck. Bring whatever you'd like. And so
Who's the guest speaker?
it's going to be
Dan Reynolds from Imagine Dragons. No.
no. So 2 weeks ago, the president of Nevada Energy was here, and I really loved his presentation on what they're doing here in Nevada. So we're going to have one of his associates come and talk to us tonight. So they'll be there tonight. Yeah.
Awesome. Great.
And then do you want me to talk about the tree planting?
Sure.
Okay. Might as well talk about it all. And then so we're going to be planting another tree here next week. It's going to be April 29th. It's going to be at 3:30. It's going to be at McCall Elementary. You guys can come and pretty awesome at 3:30 p.m. and bring your families, your friends. It's going to be a good event. And then also we're going to be doing a beach cleanup May 21st. It's going to be at 7:30 at Lake Mead. You guys can sign up in the Green Book. It's going to be a fun time. We're going to clean up at 7:30. Then after, we're going to do a picnic. We're going to have boat rides. We're going to do jet skis. It's going to be a good time. And I think I covered everything. So thanks, guys.
Great. Thank you. You covered a bunch of things on my agenda. So April 23rd, District Assembly. We need to know how many people are going from the club. Raise your hand if you're going. Awesome. Okay. In Apple Valley, California. Okay. May 1st, we've got the celebration of life for Peg Crockett. She was an honorary member of the club, received that designation in 1992. She's the mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother of 3 people in this room. And she passed on March 30th. And so there's an email that's gone out about her celebration of life. And then the last thing on my agenda, I think, unless I've forgotten something, is last week we had a football donated to the club that was autographed by Rod Barksdale. And we're going to auction this off. You guys ready? What should we start the $100 right here? Okay, we got 100 by Kirk, 120 by Mike. Okay. Okay, we got a hand over here. How much? 150. We got 150. 175. We're going by $25 increments now. 175. Do we got 200? 200. What? Katie Crockett did. She's not outbidding you. Okay, we got 175. I've got 200 right here. Okay, Mike Ballard bids 200. Anybody with more than, okay, 225. We got 225 over here. 225 going once, twice, sold. The past president. Okay, we have one other announcement. We've got
Ms. Carrie Hung is the owner of Noodle Asia at the Venetian. Welcome. She was so inspired by the football raffle that she has now offered to donate dinner at Noodle Asia for 2 people, and the value of that dinner will be based on how much we raise.
okay. So I'll start it off at $100. We got 200 over there. John Pally. 225 by Sarah Thornton. Anybody else? Noodle Asia. 250 by Tony Kern. 250 going once.
Let me just say, Noodle Asia in the very center of the Venetian. Everybody that has ever come to Vegas to eat has been to Noodle Asia. It is a fantastic restaurant. 22 years. They just celebrated their 20. The president of the Venetian was down. Let's get it up. You're going to have a great time.
Okay, we've got how much? 275? 300. John Pally with 300. John Pally with 300. Do we have 350 Mike Kudiamat? We got 350 Mike Kudiamat. Okay, going once. What? 400. 400 by Tony Kern. Going once. 400. Do I hear 425? 425. Come on. Okay, we got it. Going once, twice. Sold to Tony Kern. Okay, Jim Tucker, can you come here? Tony and Jerry, can you come here? Let's get a picture. Right here. Okay. One more picture. Two more pictures. Okay, Mike Kudiamat, will you come up? Okay. We have one last thing on our program. Mike Kudiamat, one of our board members, is recognizing Paul Harris Fellows. For those of you that don't know, the Paul Harris Fellowship is an international foundation that supports all kinds of major initiatives through Rotary, helping to eradicate polio throughout the world, provide water services, helping women and children throughout the world. And Mike, who are we recognizing today?
We're calling on Rob Pistone and Tony Kern. Congratulations. Tony's got PHF +7. Rob's got PHF +1.
Now, past President Katie and President-elect Katie, could you come up and bring your granddaughter as well?
So President Mike is gonna award President-elect Katie the major donor for Paul Harris.
I am happy to introduce my granddaughter, Kate, and I'm presenting her with her first Paul Harris Fellowship.
Great. So we have time for fellowship. So enjoy your meal, enjoy the fellowship at your table. We'll be back in a few minutes to start the rest of our program. Hey, Sean. Welcome back. Are we having a good time? I'm having a great time. Thank you. Okay, now time for the raffle. Okay, get your tickets out. Let me get my glasses out. Okay, let's see if I can read this. 296 517. 296 517. Okay. Uh-oh. Great. But the last three digits are 517. Winner, winner, come on up. Okay. What we have here is a deck of about 30 something cards. If you pull the Joker, you win the pot, which today is more than $3,000. You win half the pot. The other half goes to the foundation. Okay? Yeah. So if you don't pull the Joker, but you pull an ace, you get a $50. And if you pull any other card, you get a $10 consolation prize. Okay, so with that, pick a card, any card. Pick a card, any card. Okay, show them. Oh! There you go. Now, I want you to tear it up and put it. We take it out of circulation, so now the odds are better next week. All right, let's go this back. Oh, he's given. Hey, give it to that man right there for the foundation. Okay. Now keep your raffle tickets. We have 2 Lowry's gift cards, $50. And Randy Campanelli is not here, so we have good odds. Since he won it 2 weeks in a row. What are the odds? 2 weeks in a row to win it. 296 478. 296 478. All the way in the back? Is that? Okay. Now, I'd like to turn the time over to our program committee chairman, Greg McGuire, who's going to introduce our speaker.
Well, thank you, President Michael, and thanks everybody again for being here. What a great group of people we have today. So I'm fresh in from Cabo San Lucas. I flew back especially for this because Miss Fiona Chung is going to speak with us today, the president of the Hong Kong Business Association. Fiona has been serving as a president of that association for a long time. She's also the current secretary of the national organization. So she's been here in the entertainment and casino marketing industry for the last 20 plus years. Her and Carrie, she just told me, are good friends for 25 years, both from UNLV, and they were both at the University of Lucerne in Switzerland. So Carrie, again, another round of applause for Carrie for donating that. It is a fantastic restaurant. We were there we were invited on February 2nd, 2022. They had their 22nd anniversary at 222. The president of the Venetian came down. There was a guy named past President Russ Swain there too. Yes. And they had so much food. I haven't seen Russ since then. So I don't know if Russ is still over there or he got captured by one of those dragons that were there or what happened. But Fiona has been born and raised in Hong Kong, and she is really involved with a lot of interactions from the Hong Kong to the US and bringing groups from the US to Hong Kong and Macau and back and bringing ideas from Hong Kong to the US. Now, many of you know I served a long time in the Navy. I've been in and out of Hong Kong a few times. Fiona's going to show you some pictures today of this place called Lang Kwai Fong. Okay, and this is the most crazy place. I was actually there for Halloween, and I just want to say that none of the pictures that she is going to show, I'm not in them. Okay, so it wasn't me. I didn't do it. You can't pin it on me. But with that, Miss Fiona Chung, welcome.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me. Thank you. Really, it is really my honor to be with the Rotary Club in Las Vegas. I just learned this was 123 years next year. That's so amazing. And I don't know how many generations from my family. And but this really, really amazing. And before I start the speech, I'm wondering how many of you has been to Hong Kong? Wow, that's very impressive. Really? So almost 1/3 of the invited guests here. So can anybody maybe raise your hand? Give me one impressions about Hong Kong. Anyone want to raise your hand to say some word? I drug you, right? Great suit, 2 suits. Yeah, we have a good tailor. Karen, a lot of food, good tailor, and anything else? Very busy, a lot of people. Yeah, and lots of big business, good one. And may I have your name, sir? Your name? Bob. Bob, you're right. And if you go to, just now talking to Andrew, Andrew is the handler a lot of high net worth individual. In fact, Hong Kong has most of the billionaire. And believe me or not, Hong Kong kind of number 5 city, the most expensive city to live. And the housing price is the highest in the world. So there's a lot of the top, the highest, and Hong Kong is very unique. And I am sure that people would know in Asia, Hong Kong is the most accredited, and also Hong Kong is the city that is a financial city, handle a lot of the IPO company, including Wynn, Resort World, Sands, and MGM. They all go IPO in Hong Kong. And there's a lot of reason, and let us go through the PowerPoint, and so we can learn from there. But again, I looking for the next 20 minutes, and have any question, feel free to ask. And I hope I can share more with you all. So much. This is the organization that we have here. We established in 2012. It was very interesting that I wasn't living here at that time. I was living between Vancouver and Seattle. And the Hong Kong Trade Development Council with the Governor Office Economic Development in this town proposed that we would like to have a Hong Kong Business Association here in Vegas. So then I moving back from Vancouver and Seattle to chair the organization. We start in 2012, but the Hong Kong Business Association has been in America for over 40 some years. We have 12 chapters. I will go through next. And we are affiliated with all the government entity here, including the university and all major associations. So we have, in the nation, in the whole nationwide, we have a 12 chapter. The all 12 chapter is allocated in all major cities, but each chapter play different role. Like Vegas, my focus is more on the entertainment, how to leverage this entertainment, the entertainment capital of the world with Las Vegas, the uniqueness to encourage the trade and also tourism, because Hong Kong has 16 million tourists and Hong Kong is connected to China, Southeast Asia, and all other major cities in the Pacific Rim region. And our other chapters, such as the chapter in Los Angeles, and they handle a lot of financial investment. And the chapter that's in San Francisco, they handle a lot of the technology. A lot of major technology company, they go through our chapter that from San Francisco, how to bridge the gap for both countries. So you will see that I don't mention individually, you will find that from New York, Georgia, Washington, our headquarters in Seattle, and Texas, Massachusetts in Boston, Florida is in Miami. So feel free to contact. We are not only in Vegas, we also on the whole nation, we are well connected. We also have another 10 chapters in calendar, all major cities as well. We work closely together. And we are, beside the nation and globally, we have the Federation of the Hong Kong Business Association worldwide. As you can see that on the previous slide, you will find out that why the nation, the national, we have 2,600 members, 26,000, and here has 11,000. The difference is in the nation, we are individual member. On the federation, on the global wide, that is a corporate member. For example, Microsoft and HSBC Bank, they all our member. So, and they are crossing for 36 countries and 47 business associations. Why? Because just count in US, we're 12 chapter, 12 business association. And in Canada, we have 10. So that is counted to 22 association. And we are crossing all over the world, like in Southeast Asia, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, Japan, Korea, and we all have our associations, have our footprint, help us to connect the business opportunity, or anytime you want to visit those countries, feel free to connect. We definitely have someone to help you guys out. And again, our behind all these associations, our big brother is a Hong Kong Trade Development Council. So as you can see that this is a 56-year organization. And Hong Kong Trade Development Council, they are the one that is a international trade arm and encourage all the global connectivity on trade and business exchange and even cultural exchange. Like in Vegas, we see how important all the business go through Hong Kong to
handle all the legal and financial. And the next step, we all receive wine. And Hong Kong is really a professional city. The city that has a lot of professional how to execute each transaction, handle fairly, and meet to the global standard. But we really thanks for Hong Kong TDC because they put all the connection, all our participated corporate sponsor together. And Hong Kong Economic and Trade Office, this is belong to the government, Hong Kong government. They have office everywhere, mainly in China. Does anybody know about Hong Kong, the relationship with China? Oh, I thought that. So Hong Kong before 1997 was a British colony. We are under the government law, under British government for nearly 150 years. After 1997, we turned back to China. So in other words, Hong Kong is a very unique city because we are called East Midwest. We have a strong Western knowledge. At the same time, we have a strong Chinese heritage. So it's a very unique city. And again, our citizen, we have 7.5 million population. They are bilingual and they got the global view. They understand about what is the Western world about, but they also understand what is China and the Asian system about. And they are full their daily life because we have all the influence from the food, entertainment, the major investment, both from China and Great Britain or even in America. And also that we have the people that from all these expats from all over the world, they leverage Hong Kong as a global city to handle business. So it's like very fascinating. You will find that how can all this Hong Kong talent, they can accomplish different language. And even me, sometimes I have like a computer. I have to speak English, speak Mandarin, and speak Cantonese. And when I was living in Switzerland, I have to speak, okay, how this interpreted in German. So, but we train to do that. Yeah, I said like it's a language computer. Too loud, but sometimes, yeah. So one thing right now, why Hong Kong serves a pretty important role, because the regional comprehensive economic partner, the agreement, they just formed 2 years ago. And one question I want to ask anyone know about the ASEAN, ASEAN? Anybody know who are they? Really? Yeah, why on? Yeah, why on? Keep share. Have anybody know the latest casino? Where's the owner coming from? Yes, correct. Where the resort world? There is the latest casino open. They are from Malaysia. They are one of the members from ASEAN country. So may I have your name, madam? Christine, thank you, Christine. So this is a really an important cooperation and also affecting us as well as America, especially during the Sino-US relationship. The current relationship is not so friendly. So this country is the partner with China, so could be a other circle work with ASEAN country, Japan and Korea, Australia, New Zealand, to leverage with all the business opportunity in China. we have a little bit chance to do business directly with China, but this is a Chinese ally. And they are growing, they are booming, and they already established the relationship with all the major China investor. So we have a whole report. If anyone needs it, I will share with you guys. And that is the country for ASEAN. And people is familiar with Laos, Filipino, Myanmar. And I think one thing people didn't know that Indonesia actually is a pretty strong country. And we will slowly saw because of Resort. How many people have any idea about Resort World? Yeah. Oh, so the history about Resort World, why we are so welcoming from Resort World to come over. Question, interesting, huh? Resort World is a Malaysian company, but Resort World go IPO in Hong Kong. Interesting, right? And their Hong Kong IPO is the company that work here in Vegas. In Southeast Asia, ASEAN country, this is an untapped market to us in Las Vegas. Resort World has granted a 99-year monopoly, the gaming license in Malaysia. They have huge data for those super rich from ASEAN country because they have been, this is I think about between their 50 or 60 years already. So in past 50, 60 years, the customer from Southeast Asia, they didn't come to Vegas. They went to Resort World. So when Resort World open here, it's also open a connectivity between ASEAN country and us. The Greater Bay Area, and I think people would think about associated with the Silicon Valley. It's a Bay Area. Yes, it's a similarity. They have a lot of tech company in Shenzhen and totally have a nice city. And it's what we are focusing on right now. Hong Kong, Macau, and other 7 cities in the Guangzhou province. And you can imagine that only this they have the population about 71 million. This is still a lot compared because China has 1.4 billion, 5% of their population. And in this area, this region, they have a huge GDP. Why I'm talking about that? This is an opportunity for us to bring some entertainment, some franchise from US to leverage the opportunity. Imagine for the right now with the tourism, China is heavily promote their domestic tourism. They cannot come out. We lost a lot of business from the Chinese market, the whole US. But the customer, all these tourists, domestic tourism within the city, within the country, they will go to the Greater Bay Area because it's the pushing area that from the China government. So any opportunity, any restaurant, because everybody, the tourism related to food and beverage, and that's my background. I'm from tourism, and also there's Carry and hotel management. So some area you can see, and also Hong Kong is a really good marketing platform to bring your brand, your product to showcase because it's an open city. And just now, you guys, I keep mentioning why so many companies from US from all over the world, they go IPO in Hong Kong. This is one of the reasons. Like me, myself, when I have to sign a contract with the artist, because I help the artists from Hong Kong, China, Taiwan, or even in other Asian countries to come to perform here in US, I execute on my contract through my Hong Kong company in Hong Kong. The reason, most of the banking system from Asia, they have the company that in Hong Kong. So when I close in the contract, I use USA dollar to buy Hong Kong dollar. From Hong Kong dollar to handle all these transactions. Since we don't have all these bank from Thailand, you can't find the bank from Thailand, from Philippines. Not so as the accessibility in US is not available, but Hong Kong is. And Hong Kong, the Hong Kong dollar and the USA dollar, they are fixed. So you will not subjected to the currency exchange. That is a really key reason. So many transactions they log into Hong Kong if they can open, because they can open the business account in Hong Kong and deal with all these partnership country in the area. And the entire Pacific Rim area, I would say there's at least 3.1 billion population. That's a huge. And also why so many companies, they decide to open the company that in Hong Kong, because the tax system and also the labor. If the income tax is under 15%, so you can imagine that, and then you can imagine that you can handle a lot of the service, professional service in Hong Kong, and then you pay lower the cost. It's a pretty impressive that for what they implement with the corporate tax. So a lot of companies, why they have the IPO company, now you can see why maybe Win and MGM or Sands, why they all in Hong Kong go IPO. And people didn't know, just Carrie's restaurant is inside Venetians. I keep track of all the Venetians business quite really closely. Their Vegas property only contribute to 18% of their total revenue. Macau and Singapore devote to another 82%. That tells you how many super rich, high net worth individuals in Asia, but they are untapped. This is the moment for us to capture it. Why? Because Macau is going to change their landscape, and a lot of investment, they want to looking for the outside opportunity. So again, I talk about the people, and don't get me wrong, they are people that in Hong Kong, Greg will tell you, they work really hard. Sometimes I don't even catch up. That's the way that I need to live. My father put me to work at every morning 4:30 in his restaurant until 10 p.m., sometimes 11 p.m. But he can do it for many years. I can't, so I left. So I escaped to Switzerland. So then I left and go back to work for him. But that's the mentality. The people that work really hard and they always want to be productive, but they also play hard. Rick will tell you too, when you go to the laundry floor, they can be really wild. So yes, and what I say about I create a term for the social intelligence that's also related to the reason with our language computer. Because when you put in a place, when you have to deal with the business, you need someone to handle all these different language to share the information. You put one Hong Kong graduate right there. They can share the information, get everybody understand each other right away. So that's why I see the social intelligence. And then they also understand how to leverage different on the professional situations and also on a social gathering, pass the message, get the group together. So Hong Kong has the environment to do it. And we constantly have a convention, public party, and high-end party to invite. And then it is like today, we put all our, you guys, VIP together. So Hong Kong, that's the way. And Hong Kong is the reason that you will find so many professionals, even Warren Buffett, Steve, they all in Hong Kong. Because one of my friends, they bought Forbes, Forbes, the Forbes magazine, 95% owned by Hong Kong investor. And then he was doing the 50-year anniversary. And then he bring in all the entrepreneurs from all over the world, mainly from US, in Hong Kong for a mega party. So you cannot believe that it's such a small city. You can go to one place, you will meet every important individual, and the opportunities everywhere. Okay, this is really something that very little bit sensitive, but then and when you go to China, you can't use your Facebook, Google, and Hong Kong is the city. You have access to all the online social media platforms, so make you be more informative and widely open to promote your product. So again, I will talk about that why Hong Kong serves as a global connector, and also it's a marketing platform. If you put your brand, you put your product right there, you will get known in the entire Asia because we're 60 million tourists, and Hong Kong is really costly to travel. I have to say that the hotel room is very pricey, and we do a lot of events, but still people go there because they saw the opportunity. And it's also a distribution platform because we don't have our tax system encourage a lot of products go through Hong Kong as a distributor and navigate to all other surrounding neighborhood countries. Okay, now I'll talk about that. Everything is about business. This is all fun. And Lan Gui Fong is something that one day me and Greg will talk about how can we bring it here. Then you will see the wild side, but with East Midwest. And it's a totally engagement that between all the Eastern culture and engage with the foreigner. So a lot of fun, a lot of party. And I think the Alan Seaman is the founder, and he is a Canadian. He also served as a advisory board to the Hong Kong government and also Wynn Casino. And the Temple Street Night Market. And I think people know there's a famous street food in Resort World. Hong Kong has the entire open area with all the street food. And it's not only all the fine dining gourmet restaurant, it's the super. And you will taste all the authentic street food from different culture. They land you in a place, you munch different place, different kind of variety. So it's so cool. This is an open area. You can get very affordable art and craft, a lot of new design on this Temple Street. Interesting. The products are always a lot of new design, but they do it in the market and then let people have the idea. Okay, I know the time is up. This is a temple, and then this is the cultural district, and then the proximity to Macau. And again, cost of living, this is the last picture. So I want to let you guys see that why that Hong Kong has all this challenging right now, because the housing price is really, really expensive. The regular per square feet is at $2,800, and the upscale one is almost $4,000 per square feet. So thank you for having me.
Got a couple things for you. Thank you very much for taking your time to speak with us. We're giving you a Soul Power Award where we donate shoes in your name to needy children in the Las Vegas School District, Clark County School District. So thank you very much. I'm going to take a picture. Okay, we're planning a junket to Hong Kong in August. No, but we wanted to thank you all for coming. Next week is our valedictorian luncheon. Again, it's going to be tight seating, so get here early and let us know you're coming. And with that, our meeting is adjourned.